a franchise, play some Madden, actually. And it's gonna be fantasy draft. Figured come hang out with me. Actually, I will do an offline. Oop. We're gonna start with active roster. Or, actually, just got a good idea. Cancel that. Let's go look for funny rosters. I do have draft class too, so I can import those too. No, I don't think it's there. Share. Download community files. This gives me trouble sometimes, so hopefully it doesn't. Let's see. Ooh, a legend roster. Does it have, is it just one team or is it just all-time roster? Alright. College roster. Alright. 1995. No idea what the fuck that is. A WWE roster? I think I have that for my draft class, so I don't want to do that. Or a draft class. Giants versus midgets. That's interesting. 04 Vic, huh? So, I don't think I want to play as a dogfighter. Yeah, I know some of you Vic fans be like, yeah, he paid that. Yeah, I really don't care. Those dogs didn't deserve that. Let's do legends. And that was a success. So, you'll load a roster. Legends. I will be doing fantasy draft too, so I don't think. And it's roster. Brady. You got all the legends. You got Brady, you got Bledsoe. Bledsoe looks like fucking Ryan Tannehill. Steve Grogan looks like Glennon. I wouldn't exactly call Blunt a Patriots legend. Cunningham, that's a legend. Kevin Falk is a legend from the Dynasty, but I wouldn't exactly call Wes Welker a fucking legend. But whatever. Troy Brown. Alright. Gordon's not a legend. We got a Gronk. We got a Gronk. And we get the murderer. Russ Francis. Probably should be high, a little bit higher up. No, I'm not saying he should be like a Gronk, but he definitely should be higher than Ben Watson. I love Ben Watson, but yeah. Matt Light. John Hanna, he was a legendary guard. He's good. Mankins. Grable. Yeah. Brewski. Hightower and McGinnis. Alright. Devin McCourty. Where's Rodney Harrison? He's probably on the Chargers. Even though the Chargers never wanted him. I mean, it's going to be fantasy draft anyways, the franchise I do. But. So, we got a bunch of legends, so let's go start this shit. Actually, I will do. I'll do a cloud. Create franchise, use custom roster.
Select the team you want to join.
What team do we want to join? It's going to be fantasy draft, so it doesn't really matter. So, I think I'm going to close my eyes and stop whenever I feel like stopping. I wish it was like MLB where you can just hit random. I know I can do that in Exhibition, but still. And stopping in 3, 2, 1. Ugh, the 28 to 3s. I mean, Falcons. Oh, this is the team I have to be.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
And we're going to be owner. I'm going to choose lifelong fan. And I think you know where I'm going with this. I know what you're thinking. Ric Flair can't possibly afford an NFL franchise with all the divorces he had. But this is my game, and this is just for fun. And if you join the league, I'll just kick you. Tutorial. I don't think I'm gonna do weekly training right now. I'll leave Scout on manual. And yeah, so here we go. Starting point, fantasy draft. And I don't really usually go through the fantasy draft. I usually sim it. So I'm gonna close my eyes and try.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Or I'm gonna go cross-eyed and draft the roster. Sorry. So what's everybody else doing on this fine Thursday? All right. That's not a bad roster. Not a bad draft if I've got a 92 overall. 93 offense, 92 defense. Let's see who we got. Who we got for ooh, we got Steve Young. Ooh. We got quarterbacks galore. I don't know how I'm going to do with a lefty. I usually do with righties. The running back core is not bad. I don't have a fullback. I can always convert a tight end or... Hey, I got the criminal. Alright, AB. Nice. Look at Larry. Nice receiving core. I got Julius Thomas. Russ Francis. Hunter Henry. Whoever the hell that is. Hey, he's a real life player. Alright, offensive line. Taylor Lewin. Jim Lackey. Not bad. Not bad at all. I got the Bosa. Joey, that is. I got Bruce Smith. Wally Chambers. Matt Blair. I think that's a real life player. There's Sean Lee too. And all you Cowboys fans out there. Everybody turn your phone off except for me. Alright, not bad. Davian Clowney. Ooh. Xavier Rhodes. Tre'Davious White. Not bad. Not bad at all. Kraus. Or Cruz. Or whatever. I think it's Kraus. Mike Minter. Adrian Amos. Maybe if I draft a rookie, I'll name somebody asshole. So it'll be Amos and asshole. Dated reference, yes, I know. Alrighty. So, what I like to do in my regular league, my 2 leagues that I'm in with friends, is we like turn those injuries off just for preseason. I got upgrades. Do a power rusher. I think I'll do field general. Oop. Click too much. And then injuries are off, so we're going to sim. Upgrade again. Power rusher. Slot coverage. Probably should have done man-to-man, but power. He's just a beast. Him, I'm going to do man-to-man. He's one of my top guys. And we sim again. 2-0 preseason, but it's preseason. I just built him up, so I'm going to cut him. I do like the power back, the beast mode. No, I'm not a Seahawks fan. I'm a diehard Patriots fan. Started in probably 97, 6 years old. Watched with my dad and my uncle. Alright, now we are at preseason. Oh, offense improved. Now, let's go play a game. I like to play defense first. Get the ball at the second half. Obviously, that doesn't. Ugh. Ooh, they got Patrick Mahomes. I'll stick with the white jerseys. Stun the opposing fans by winning on the road. Adam Thielen ended up with the Vikings. Thought this was supposed to be legends. These guys aren't legends.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL
And we'll just skip this.
Sports.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
Contain.
On 1st and 10,
And
here's
he goes
Mahomes. Nowhere to escape,
Love that
and
play.
he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss
Try
on
it
the
again.
first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
I just want to kill Patrick
Gotta
Mahomes.
imagine the pass rush.
No,
will be
that's not a
equally
threat towards the
intense
real
here on
Patrick
second down
Mahomes, but
following. The
just a
pressure
game.
too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now,
How did he catch that?
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
This game's sometimes.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
60 Pittsburgh.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. Complete. It's Henry. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
All right.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here
Try
early
running.
on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, it's Green, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup.
Sorry
Good
if
for
you
a
hear
1st down for the Falcons.
Echoey noise, but it's my heater.
And there we see an early
Kinda
burst
cold
that makes
out.
him one of the leading
And it's
rushers
actually
in
kind of
the
nice
league.
for New England.
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the
Here's
NFL,
Larry.
being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A 1st down throw for Young. Now they go screen. It's
Nope,
complete.
that didn't work.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down, Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown, AB.
Antonio Brown there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening
I
quarter.
figured it would be reviewed.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And it's confirmed.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. No gain that time.
Let's try it again.
Completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's jam him.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And Young's throw there incomplete.
See what I mean?
These two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. The Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He gets it to Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
70, Indy.
Off the play fake, Young. And he cannot.
Okay, why wouldn't you take off? But it is Steve Young.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Young on third down. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target.
Like
he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He did. Okay.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That throw by Young incomplete.
Let's go for it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Young will set to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, You got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Snell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Try that play again, baby.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Green. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Ready? 50, play.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with
Good play, good play.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Young now from the 50.
Oh, you just had it too.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so
Steve
far
Young
here
can
in the
scramble.
second half.
Cool.
The scramble good for a nice
He looked like he crossed that line.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before
Good run,
he's dropped.
good run.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, you
now
fucking
Young
cunt.
loses the football. It's stripped. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 30. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Fumbles in this
This
game is kind
defense,
of
Charles, they needed
ridiculous.
some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Looking to throw, Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Francis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now here's Young. He's going deep for Brown. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead,
Steve Young not have a fucking strong arm?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Young. He's going to rifle one. And got his man. Complete.
There we go.
Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. To throw again on 2nd down. Young. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. Young now. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And out now come the Vikings.
Let's go old-fashioned bear, baby.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they see right through that.
Yeah, I think they expected that run.
As he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. Green looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. This will be caught by Brown. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now Young on 4th down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Antonio Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons
all my touchdowns are being
short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. See if I can force them to
fumble again.
They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in, and he gets this
shit, I didn't turn injuries on.
35-yard line.
Oh well.
They get
be an extra preseason game.
1st down, Vikings. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg rush coming, and he's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That'll be caught by Rice. Past the 20.
Oh, come on.
Touchdown, Vikings. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score.
Jerry Rice gets his first career touchdown.
Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all.
I rely
and that's
on
when you
that
put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This
They're not onside kicking. Okay.
Now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Now this throw caught left side. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Young's going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Young. Throwing right, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. In this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Young to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Young. Under pressure.
Seriously,
again,
why can't he
down
win?
he goes
You know what?
again.
Fuck yes.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
And we win.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Atlanta, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back.
All right. Let's go back in. Turn injuries back on. And that's it for this episode. Probably be back on tomorrow. Unless I got league games. Take care, YouTube.